just like that.
Hey everybody, it's Old School Heart back with another video for you guys. So today's video is going to be a review video. I have owed you guys some type of review, some type of video for very long. So first, let me just say Happy New Year to everybody. We're in 2017. It is a time to be alive. I'm excited about 2017. I hope that you are too. So this is going to be one of my good old reviews. And so I am reviewing the New Edition story that is on BET. It started tonight, January 24th. This is episode 1, and we already know we love these types of movies. The Five Heartbeats, The Temptations, What's Love Got to Do with It? All of these movies just take us through a journey of why a song sounds this way, why the group ended, why you see one part of the group and not the other part of the group. Singing group stories, R&B especially group stories, are so cool to look at because of the drama involved with it, because of all that you don't get to see. And so I am super excited that New Edition decided to come out with a 3-part miniseries, sort of just like the Temptations did when they premiered theirs on CBS. So I was so excited and I love this already. Like I said, this is episode 1. And because they were child stars, of course, it's going to start off with them being children. So it starts off with Mike and Rick. And, you know, Mike and Rick are supporting their friend Bobby Brown. Bobby, which I did not know, Bobby was the first one to really get out there and try to sing. And you see him totally like mess up at the talent show, and he just comes to the conclusion that it's better if they all sing. And so Bobby Brown had some people in mind, but they Ricky and Mike didn't really care for those people. So they did know a boy named Ralph Transvance. Um, uh, and he, it was so cute. He was like totally into karate at the time. And so, but Mike, knows, hey, he has a great voice, so we need to be using him. So you have 4 guys. You have Mike, Rick, Bobby Brown, and Ralph, all in a group. And at this point, they are just doing these talent shows just to earn extra money and pretty much have the girls kind of look at them and stuff like this. And they're rehearsing for these talent shows, and Mike's sister is like, look, if you really want to be serious about this, if you really gonna do this, you need to be doing it right. You need a manager, and you need the best manager that Boston has to offer. And that's where Wood Harris's character comes in. Sorry, I do not remember his name in the movie, and I can't think of it anyway, and I'm going to end up calling him Avon Barksdale, and I'm so sorry his name is not that, but I think of him in the Wood. So I'm just gonna call him Wood Harris because that's what I know him as. So they go and perform for him in the alley, and he's like, look, come in the morning, 9 a.m., and we'll see what you got. And basically, Wood Harris's character becomes their manager, but he grooms them. And what I realize is that that's what's lacking with a lot of people who are in the music business or who are trying to be in the music business now. Work, real work, and showmanship. How to capture your audience is very important. And I think a lot of times, people don't realize how important it is. He worked those little kids like they were grown men. And it just made me realize that it doesn't just take you just singing. There's a showmanship there, there's a work, there's a skill set that not many people have. And the reason why you see certain people continue to make it in the business and have longevity is because they have worked not only on their vocal abilities, but their showmanship. And New Edition is one of those people that you can tell that their first manager helped them to learn showmanship. And so this manager prepares them for this big talent show in which they were not really feeling at first because there was no money involved, but he was letting them know, if you do very well at this talent show, then you can actually get record a song. And so they did very, very well. And what's so funny to me is the standard for a male group will always be the Jackson Five. I know y'all cannot stand Papa Joe Jackson. I know y'all can't stand this man, but that man set a standard that today is still used by up and coming male groups. And so you see all throughout the first part of this story them using Jackson 5 songs. So at the talent show they use a Jackson 5 Ralph's song. Voice is very similar to Michael Jackson's. I'm sorry for the interruption. And what you hear out there. Ralph's voice is similar to Michael Jackson's, and so it was really good for them to use that type of song. And so they did not win first place. However, they were allowed to also record. And then that is where the producer's character comes in, and I don't remember his name in this also, but I'm gonna call him Big Worm because this is what we all call him, Big Worm. For Friday. So they're allowed to record, and they record Candy Girl, and of course Ralph Transvan's voice sounds so amazing. And I remember watching VH1 Behind the Music, Ralph specifically saying, or them saying about Ralph, that his voice, they wanted his voice to match Michael Jackson's and give you that same feel that Michael Jackson gave you in all of the songs that he did when he was little. And so that's why Candy Girl sounds so reminiscent of a Michael Jackson 5 type of song. And they wanted to give that feel to this because they know that that was the easiest to sell. So I know we hate on Joe Jackson, but Joe Jackson knew what he was doing and he knew the talent that he had. So none of the other boys get to sing, and you see that splitting up start to happen in the group where favoritism is starting to be shown. And you saw that also when they were taking their album cover picture. You saw all of that. I also just sidetrack, Big Worm did try to give Ralph his own deal, and Ralph, just such a sweet boy, sensitivity. He was not going for that. You know, he was not going to leave those boys, and that was so good. I was so happy that he did not do that. And he said, hey, if I'm going to do it, I'm taking my guys with me. So they recorded Candy Girl. Their parents signed a contract with a small record label. They were given $500 and a recorder, I believe like a radio recorder, whatever. And so all the kids were excited. Mike hesitated to sign, and his mom came out and talked to him. And I will say this about Mike. Mike is going to be the leader of the group no matter what. Like I don't know if I said this before, but like I said before, or like I'm saying now, he reminds me of Otis Williams, and that he's going to be the leader. And his mom lets him know, you're going to have a vital part in this group, you know, because Mike is like, look, man, I still want to kind of play basketball. I don't know if I really want to do this. And his mom just reminds him, like, this is going to be good for you, you know. So they go out. They go on tour and different things like that. They've been all over the world. They come back and every parent has a check for $1.87. That's why I call it $1.87 in a dream, because that's all they had was $1.87. And the manager was trying to explain to them, like, look, you know, the reason why it is this way is because you whatever they spent on you throughout the tour, through the recording and stuff like that, you basically have to pay them back. And so the ladies were like, well, I mean, they've been working really hard. I don't understand where the money is. And he was like, look, it'll pay off. We're going on tour again, blah blah blah. So the moms really don't say anything about the $1.87, even though that there seriously is a problem with that. So they return back from recording, and they come back to pretty much nothing. There's still no money. All of the moms decide that Um, they will vote Wood out of the group, even though he is the one that set up the group. And of course, his sister is mad because Ronnie is in the group. And I am so sorry I did not mention Ronnie. Ronnie got in the group because they needed one extra person to be a part of the group. And he was related to Wood Harris's character. And what I will say is Ronnie was ready to go. Did y'all see that? Ronnie was like, look, I got these steps. They was moving back and forth. Ronnie was like, I'm moving with y'all. I got them. He was so cute. And
Can I just say, I had the biggest crush on Ronnie. Like, I had the biggest crush on Ronnie. That dude, no, he is, goodness gracious. Even, yes, even me being young, because I wasn't that old when, I wasn't really born when any of that came out. I probably was around episode 2. So, but I had a thing for Ronnie.
but Ronnie joins the group. He completes the group. They do go on tour with each other. And like I said, when they come back, there's still no money. The mothers decide to vote him out as manager. And then they bring in this white man to be their manager. And then they're signed to RCA Records. Um, and this is where episode 2 will come in. Basically, Ralph is still the lead singer, and the guys are pretty much getting fed up because all of them have talent, it's just not being utilized. And basically, they start to kind of play Ralph kind of shady, and I feel like communication should have been there on both ends. If they felt like Ralph was getting more attention, then they should have brought it up to Ralph. And then also they should have brought it up to management like, hey, we want a bigger role than this. And Ralph should have advocated for them. So I kind of see both, where, Ralph could have advocated for them and then they could have advocated for themselves. Um, and so you see a little bit of shade, and you see that progress into episode 2. Um, what I'm mostly looking forward to is the fallout between Bobby Brown and them, because we see that at the beginning with Belle Biv DeVoe and Bobby Brown. That's how it started off. But I'm looking forward to seeing that. And then I'm also looking forward to seeing, hopefully in episode 3, I want to know what happened between them and Diddy. Because Diddy seems to always somehow, sign these groups and then you don't hear any more music from them. And I remember them doing that album with Bad Boy. And then I don't remember them doing anything else with Bad Boy, making any more music with them. And so I really am interested in seeing what exactly happened with those two. And I'm also wanting to see, kind of who they fall in love with, who they're rumored to be with, and things of that. On episode 2, I know that'll be when Johnny Gill comes in, and that'll be when Bobby goes out. And then I'd like to see I know Behind the Music also talked about Ralph Transvant and Bobby, not Bobby, Johnny Gill getting into it. So that's going to be interesting too. So I really enjoy episode 1, $1.87 in a Dream. That's just sad. They're not the only group that has happened to. TLC had the same issue, so it's just sad how, Black people didn't have financial literacy. And so any type of income that was coming in was seen as good, and unfortunately, they were hoodwinked and swindled into believing that, they signed a good thing, but they really didn't. Um, So I really enjoyed it, like I said, and I can't wait to see episode 2 and 3. I think that the producers, you have Babyface, you have Jim and Terry Lewis, you have all the guys as executive producers. So I think it's going to be a really good movie. Let me know what like some of your favorite R&B movies are. I like I said, I'm a sucker for Ray, and I'm a sucker for Five Heartbeats. What's Love Got to Do with It? I think the worst movie that I've ever seen made has to be, and Leon usually does really good in male group R&B group movies. But I think that Little Richard movie was horrible, and I also think that James Brown movie was horrible. So y'all, let me know what some of your best R&B type movies were, and then let me know what was your worst. So this is Old School Heart. Once again, this is a review on New Edition episode 1. I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 2. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Have a good one.